7 tough things that happen when God reveals your person. When God begins to reveal who your person is, the one who's meant to walk with you, grow with you, and love you the way He intended, it doesn't always feel like a fairy tale. It can get uncomfortable. You imagine peace and joy, and while those things come, they're often preceded by challenges that test your heart, your faith, and your patience. God doesn't just reveal someone to you and say, "Here they are." He allows certain things to happen so you'll grow into the kind of love that's worth keeping. One of the first tough things that happens is exposure. When God reveals your person, He often starts by exposing everything in you that could ruin it. You begin to notice patterns in how you communicate, how you protect yourself, or how you avoid vulnerability. It can be uncomfortable, but God reveals your person not just to give you love, but to prepare you to handle it right. That starts by cleaning out what love can't survive in. Another hard thing is the timing. God might reveal your person during a season where neither of you feels fully ready. You recognize the connection, you feel the pull, but everything around you seems messy or unfinished. That's because God doesn't work on your clock. He works on alignment. And sometimes He lets the right people meet in what feels like the wrong season, just to grow them individually before bringing them together fully. You may also face doubt. Even with all the signs, there will be moments where you question if this is really from God. You might overthink their flaws. You might question your worth. You might wonder if you're forcing the connection. God allows this because He wants you to lean into Him for clarity, not your emotions, not the opinions of others. Discernment grows when you're forced to seek God through confusion, not just confirmation. Conflict becomes part of the process too. This doesn't mean the person is wrong for you. It means the relationship is real. Real relationships face real friction. When God is building something strong, He'll allow disagreements and tension to show what both of you still need to work on. It's not to break the connection, it's to strengthen the foundation. Love that hasn't been tested hasn't been proven. Another hard thing is separation. Even after revelation, there might be distance. God may pull you apart for a time, not to end things, but to deepen what's being built in private. Some of the strongest bonds are formed in silence, when both people are praying for each other instead of constantly being present. When the time is right, God brings things back together with more maturity, peace, and intention than before. You'll also notice spiritual attacks increase. The enemy doesn't attack what's meaningless. He goes after purpose-filled connections. When God shows you your person, don't be surprised if distractions, confusion, or even temptation shows up to cause division. That's why prayer becomes critical, not just for each other, but for the relationship itself. God allows the storm so you'll build your house on Him, not just on feelings. And finally, surrender becomes necessary. You'll realize that no matter how strong the connection feels, you have to give it back to God daily. You can't hold it too tightly. You can't control every outcome. The process of trusting Him with your heart and theirs becomes a daily choice. That's hard, but it's also holy, because anything God builds can't be carried in your own strength. It has to rest in His hands. So if you're experiencing these things, it doesn't mean you're with the wrong person. It may mean God is confirming the right one in a way that requires your full attention, obedience, and growth. True love shaped by God doesn't start easy. It starts with work, patience, and a willingness to let Him lead. And when He's the one guiding it, the hard parts will always lead to something greater.